And here we go. We are back, our second episode of the night. Extremely excited to have you with us. And what I really liked about tonight is that I got to meet two new people I have never met before. And selfishly, that's kind of how I started this off. I'm writing a book about Stronger Together, and I wanted to set out to meet so many new people. So we had Michelle on in our first episode, and we're going to welcome our secret guest in a second. It's not too secret, anybody who's watching on Twitter and following us here along. And of course, having my co-host here for the next few weeks, Rob from Tech. Thanks for joining us, being part of this journey.
Well, thanks for having me, man. It's a lot of fun. Very excited, getting closer. I believe it's under 3 weeks to the big conference. So thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course, and Tech will be there as well. And for those watching at home, we thank our sponsors making this happen. Tech, and tell us a little bit about Tech.
So Tech is a technology education company based out of New York. I've been working with them for a lot of years now. I'm an instructional strategist, former professional developer, former classroom teacher. We are a complete solution. We sell a lot of products, but it's not about selling you products. It's about building relationships. So we want to meet you. We want to learn your needs. We want to formulate a plan. We'll sell you some stuff. We'll teach you how to use this stuff. We'll even help you with curriculum for this stuff. So we got a lot of stuff. And if you'd like to find out more about our stuff, we're in booth 1114 at ISTE. We have a really great happy hour Monday night of the week of ISTE. So come by the booth, say hi, play at our Rube Goldberg machine, sit on our couch, look at our palm trees, and enjoy.
Awesome. And the fans are already lining up for this next guest. Our viewership is up. We have our next guest already here waiting and encouraging her. So
Very
let's
exciting.
call her in. Nadine, welcome. Our
Hi.
20 to watch at ISTE. And I'm excited. It's the first time that I had a chance to meet you. So for those who haven't yet met you and your amazing work, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Nadine Ebri. I'm currently a specialist with the Technology Innovation Department in Jacksonville, Florida. So my role specifically focuses on working with people on integrating technology, specifically educational technology, into their instructional practices. Hey, Yuritsa, I see her coming at the bottom.
All right.
Specifically using Minecraft.
Wonderful. So I haven't really dove into Minecraft, and then earlier this year published a book from a young lady, Namia Josie, who dives a lot into Minecraft. How did you get into that?
So you know what's interesting? I was actually like a lot of other teachers where I was very apprehensive about using Minecraft in my classroom. Whenever kids were playing it in class, I just thought it was just a game. And after I got into this position and I had time to sit and play it, because when you're in the classroom, sometimes you get so consumed and so busy, you don't really have time to just sit and play or do things like that. So when I had time to sit and play, I was like, wow, you can really learn in here. And so I was impressed. And then I think what really impressed me the most was their coding lessons, where I watched students learning how to code using blocks and then gradually moving toward Python and other text-based languages. And I'm like, wow, students can really learn in a game while having fun as well.
Well,
Absolutely.
it's fun. Oh, sorry, Matt.
No, go.
I was just going to say that I played Minecraft just recreational. And then in the last couple of years, as part of my professional development responsibilities, schools started asking me about Minecraft for education. And I had the opportunity to work with some of them. And it's amazing. It's so popular. The kids love it. And there's so many educational possibilities to it. So, it's education and fun. It's like a win win.
So you brought up coding, and I agree, Rob. It's like a win-win. And for those who want to have a win-win, besides going to ISTE, you'll get a chance to see Nadine and working with Microsoft session building blocks of code, integrate computer science across the curriculum. What is that? Tell us what
Sounds
that's
interesting.
about. Yes. Tell us more.
Yeah, so this session is very meaningful to me. So I will be presenting with Kimberly Niebauer, and we will be working on showing teachers how they can integrate computer science in whatever they're teaching. So one of the things that we see, just not even just in our district, but just throughout the nation, is that a lot of times the students who are getting access to these opportunities are the ones who typically already get access to it. So it's so important to make sure that we're embedding computer science, specifically teaching students how to code in the curriculum, whether it's teaching them during a math lesson or a reading lesson, science lesson. There's so many great ways to integrate computer science into anything that we're teaching. So one of the things that I heard the most was, we don't have time. I have to make sure that I'm preparing my students for the assessments. We're behind. But we're really going to show teachers how you can still teach your content, but integrate computer science as well.
Where do you learn this? Like, how is this something that goes into your stream of learning?
Yeah, so I'm a lifelong learner. I'm always doing the courses on the Microsoft Learn platform, and also just self-taught as well, like teaching myself, going in the game, playing through it, and just really learning as much as possible so that I can share with others.
That's wonderful. What do you like to share? Like, what is your style of presenting? Rob was just saying he was a professional development specialist. You are going down to ISTE to share about the building blocks of code. What's something that excites you about sharing with others?
Yeah, I like seeing like that aha moment. Just knowing that I was a teacher who was not necessarily a believer of game-based learning, and just seeing the impact that it has made in students' lives. I love having teachers just sit down, not just teachers, but whether it's people who work for the district. I also lead professional development for whether it's the math specialist or the reading specialist, like really showing them. And it's so important, just getting them to have that aha moment. But the biggest way to do that is getting them to put their hands on it, to start actually playing the game, because you can do a professional development and talk about it. But when teachers actually get to sit down and play the game and learn like how students learn, it's a really meaningful and a really great feeling to have.
Yeah, you see that moment in their eyes, and you know that they may have been doubters when they walked in,
Mhm.
saying to themselves, I have so much to do. Why am I going into this training or this session or this meeting? And then all of a sudden, you see that light bulb go off and the look in their eyes, and they're the ones that gush and thank you so much afterwards. And that's when you feel like you really did something positive. So great.
So, what are you looking forward to the most at ISTE when you go down? It's a massive floor. There's going to be sessions nonstop. There's going to be karaoke. There's going to be night activities. There's going to be people to see. So, what is Nadine putting on the top of her list to, this is what I really want to make sure I do?
It's two things.
Mm.
Go. You get to.
Learning. I love to learn. I love when I can come back with new tools under my belt that I did not have, and also making connections. So it's one thing when you see people on Twitter and on social media. It's another thing when you get to see all of these people in real life. It's like, oh gosh, you do exist. So I love being able to see people who were just like little icons on my computer, like in real life, and seeing their personalities and everything. So it's super exciting.
Awesome as well. And my dog's excited to
Your
to
dog
hear
sounds
you.
like the dog's
He's
Yes.
like,
excited.
I heard connections. So this is what it's like to have live events. Somebody must be driving by waving steak. Who knows? Is this your first ISTE, Nadine?
No, this is actually my second one, but My first one in Philly. My first conference ever in Philly. I've never been there
Wow.
before, so super
Okay.
excited about that.
Awesome. And how far of a trip is it for you?
Well, I live in Florida, so it's quite a trip.
What's that's
Okay.
way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you talked about connections, you talked about meeting people. So when I say what does stronger together mean to you, how's Nadine going to answer that?
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Honestly, it's so important just to work together. I've learned so much just even looking at my different networks like Twitter, just working together. We can get so much further when we all unite. We all have our own individual strengths. We all have our own individual areas that we're super knowledgeable about. But when we can combine and share our gifts, like we are so strong together and so powerful together, especially for the students.
Awesome.
Another
So
great answer.
absolutely. So when do you get in? Because a lot of the individuals popping on here today say they can't wait to meet you. So you're in high demand.
Oh, I can't wait to meet you guys either.
So when are you coming in?
So I'll actually be flying in on Monday. So
Okay.
I have a lot of I'm also a doctoral student at the University of North Florida, working on my doctorate in focusing on Minecraft and game-based learning. So I'm also studying it as well. So I'm in the data collection phase. So I will be flying out, collecting data and doing PD, which is what my dissertation focuses on. So I'll only be there for like 2 days, but
All right. We'll have to squeeze it in.
Yep,
yes.
So
make
for
them
all
work.
of you who don't get a chance to meet Nadine, her Twitter handle is below. Follow her at Nadine Ebri. Ebri, did I get that right?
Ebri.
Ebri. So follow her there. And then your session, what day is the session on?
So my session's on Tuesday.
Okay, so make sure
Tuesday
to
at
check.
2:30 at the Marriott.
All right, so she gets in Monday. Check out her session Tuesday. She's only going to be there for a short time, but check out all of her work online. And thank you for continuing to be one of those individuals that people follow and want to inspire. Congratulations on the 20 to watch at ISTE, and we
Yes, congrats.
look forward to
Thank
seeing
you.
you. Stop by the podcast. We can get a picture. We're going to be right outside the hall,
Yes.
and I hope you have safe travels, and we'll see you in Philly.
Thank
Yes.
you for
See you in
having
Philly.
me.
Have a good day,
Bye.
everybody. And we weren't having a guest after, but Yuritsa couldn't make it last week. She's coming up in about 2 minutes. So stay tuned, all of you. Rob and I will be back. And again, Nadine, thanks a lot. Great to meet you.
Thank you.